Hello friends, in this episode I'll show you step by step how to install a 2-DIN Android stereo in a Dacia Logan 2, Duster or Sandero. The process is super simple. With my tutorial the whole installation takes less than an hour, and here's the best part, the entire setup costs under 150 euros. So for less than 150 euros you can basically upgrade your Dacia with an Android tablet that supports steering wheel controls, uses the original radio antenna, lets you install any app from the Play Store, and even has wireless Android Auto and CarPlay. That way you can enjoy your favorite music or podcasts, use your favorite navigation apps without holding your phone on the windshield, or even watch YouTube or Netflix while waiting half an hour for your wife to get ready. Enough with the talking, let's start with a quick unboxing. In this box we've got the Android stereo I bought at a super low price, just 77 euros, directly from the seller's website Haudiocarstereo. Here are a few specs and features, but you'll find the full link in the video description if you want to read more details later. I don't want to waste your time right now. Let's quickly see how the stereo looks like. Here's the front panel. And this is the back, where all the connectors go. Inside the box you get all the accessories needed for the installation, though you won't be using all of them. The wiring harness included is for older cars without a CAN bus system, where the steering wheel buttons send analog signals directly to the radio. In the case of the Logan 2, Duster or Sandero, the steering wheel commands go through the CAN bus network, so you'll need a different wiring harness with a CAN decoder module made for Dacia. Also, because this is a universal stereo, the display doesn't fit perfectly in your dashboard, so you'll need a dedicated fascia panel designed for your car and for a universal stereo. So, what do? It's actually very simple. Go to AliExpress using the link in the video description and choose this exact kit I'm showing right now. The one that includes a new fascia and the CAN bus wiring harness for Dacia or Renault. Now, this fascia is designed for a 9-inch 2-DIN stereo. I couldn't find one on AliExpress for a 7-inch display like the stereo I received, so I also bought a 9 to 7-inch adapter frame. You can just buy a stereo with a 9-inch display instead, and then you won't need this adapter at all. I've also added the link to the adapter frame in the description below. So we got 36 euros for the fascia and adapter frame plus 77 euros for the stereo. Even with shipping included, the total is under 150 euros, and for the features you get, that's a fantastic deal. Here's the fascia for the 9-inch stereo, and here's the adapter frame where I've already mounted the new unit. Let me show you how they fit together. You might notice a small 3mm gap at the bottom. I stubbornly tried to fill it with epoxy resin, and yeah, it didn't turn out exactly how I wanted. The best solution is to insert a rubber strip or simply cover the gap from the inside with black tape. I had to hide the imperfections with black tape on the outside, so tell me in the comments if you think I made the right call. The adapter frame and fascia are held together with 4 screws. They already have channels for this, so there's no need to drill holes. Or you can just glue them together. Now let's move on to my favorite part, the installation. I'm going to grab a plastic trim removal tool and start unclipping the old fascia all the way around. Take your time, but don't worry too much. Even if something breaks, you're replacing it anyway. As you can see, it wasn't hard at all, and I didn't break a single clip. Next, there's the connector for the hazard light button with a locking tab underneath. Press it and pull the connector out. We'll also need to move the air vents, hazard button and metal clips to the new fascia. Each air vent duct has 3 locking tabs that you need to press. So there's one here, one here, and the last one right here. Use this little groove as a reference point and slide the vent into the new fascia. For the hazard button, there's one locking tab at the top and another at the bottom. Press them together and pull the button out. Now I'm moving it onto the new fascia as well. Next are the metal clips. Some come out easily, others need a bit of force, but it's still simple enough. Now I'll remove the original stereo screws using a T20 bit. Once those are out, we can slide out the old stereo and disconnect all the cables from the back. I'm using a pick tool just so you can see the clips clearly, but you can do it easily with your fingers. I honestly couldn't wait to throw out this old head unit, the screen looked terrible. Now I'll take the wiring harness that came with the fascia and check it out. Everything looks fine, each connector has a unique shape so it only fits in one place, which makes the whole process foolproof. This is a FACRA to DIN antenna adapter. If you want better radio reception, you can find ones with built-in amplifiers on AliExpress, but honestly, with just one app, I can access radio stations from anywhere in the world, so I don't really care about that. Now I'm plugging in the CAN decoder module. This module allows the Android stereo to recognize your steering wheel controls. There's a small setting we'll need to adjust for that later. Stay tuned, we'll get there soon. I'm going to stick the GPS receiver inside the dashboard. To be honest, I don't care that much if the GPS signal isn't perfect because I'll mostly be using Android Auto or CarPlay, which rely on my phone's geolocation, much faster and more accurate anyway. Now I'll run the USB cables. The easiest and fastest way is to use a wire guide, so that's what I'm doing. I passed one end of the wire through, taped the USB connector to it, and pulled it back. There are two USB cables, no need to show the same process twice. Now I'll plug in all the connectors one by one, starting with the antenna cable, then one of the USB cables, then the connector from the CAN decoder, and finally the second USB port. Then I'll connect the GPS receiver. It simply screws in. And to make the Android stereo work, all that's left is to plug in the main power cable. Connect the hazard light button and we're done. I turned on the ignition and the stereo powered on. Let's check if we have radio signal. Now let's test the steering wheel controls. Nothing yet. That means we need to do one more quick setting and everything will work. To make the stereo recognize the steering wheel controls, go into Settings, Factory, the password is 6 zeros, Car Type Settings, Risa, Renault, Logan. And that's it, your steering wheel controls should now work. Yep, all good. Now it's finally time to clip the new fascia into its final position. Let's move on and test all the functions and apps. I'll mute the sound in some parts so I don't get any copyright issues. Playing media files from the flash drive is fast and the display quality is really good. The touchscreen is responsive and the system reacts instantly to every touch. Data transfer over Wi-Fi appears to be lightning fast. Just look how quickly I can scroll through Netflix movies, playback starts almost instantly.
We get the buzzards off our back!
Let's see what's new on the best DIY channel on YouTube. By the way, if this video helped you, don't forget to hit all those magical buttons to support the many hours I spent filming and editing this tutorial. All it takes is one tap or click. Every like, comment, share and subscribe means a lot and really helps the channel grow. On this channel you'll find tons of DIY tutorials and product reviews with awesome discounts so you can save as much money as possible. Unfortunately, I can't play the sound here, but I guarantee the audio quality is way better than the stock radio. Android Auto and CarPlay also connect quickly and run smoothly, so you can enjoy your favorite navigation apps with minimal lag. And that wraps up this tutorial. I hope you found it useful and enjoyable. If you'd like to see more helpful guides like this one, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Until next time, all the best and bye bye.